So hello everyone, welcome once again to another chapter of React development series. In this chapter we are going to discuss about what are components in React.js and how to create components. So in React, components are building blocks of the user interface. They allow you to break down the UI into independent reusable pieces, each handling its own functionality and rendering. Types of components are functional components, simple JavaScript functions that returns JSX, React syntax for rendering UI. They can use hook like use state and use effect. Class component, older way of defining component using ES6 classes. So basically there are two types of components. One is functional component and class component. Functional components are being used more nowadays. So it is just like a function that you can call anywhere and it will return something. Similarly, in class-based components also, as they have created class greeting, extends React component, render. So both of these components will return this heading which is called hello world. If you are considering designing, right? So if you are considering designing, so in your design, what will happen is, let's say you have a web page. So in your web page, you have a header, you have a footer, okay, you have a sidebar. We'll call it left sidebar. We can call it right sidebar. So there can be multiple pages where the same header and same footer are called. Okay, there can be pages, and this happens in websites. Let's open our website here. So let's open our website. We are opening our website slidescope.in. So here you can see this header and footer is there. Okay. If you will go to courses page, then also this header and footer is there. If you go to any batch, you will see the same header and footer is there. So in a web page or a web application or a website where you are developing it, there are many components which are repetitive. Okay, so in general terms, your nav bar, your header, your footer, your sidebar, they can be a component. And in order to create a component, what you can do is, this is our same React basic app, the hotel app that we were just discussing, and here you are inside src. So inside src you have assets. You can create a new folder. You can call this folder as components. Okay, and then you can go inside components and you can create a new file. So let's say we can call it some, let's call it as nav.jsx. Okay, so we are calling this file. So we have created a nav.jsx file, just like app.jsx, just like other files. This file is created, and because it will contain the HTML code, so we will create another file here, and this file will be called as nav.css. So when we are creating a content, we can create two files, one for the JavaScript and HTML code and one for the CSS code. Now, when you are inside your nav.jsx file, so you have to write RAFCE. This is React Arrow Function Export Component. If you will write this, it will create some code for you. Okay, and this code is has created a nav here. Okay, because we created nav.js. So let's say nav bar, whatever you want to give its name. Okay, and now this RAFCE is a short code that can do this type of work for you. So if this RAFCE shortcut is not working for you, what you have to do is you have to go to extensions, and inside extensions you have to search for ES7 plus React Redux React Native snippets and enable it. So this will help you in running this type of shortcuts. Now we have this component. We'll save this, but when we are running our application, This is our application. Okay. So when we are running our application, that nav thing is not showing anywhere. So as you can see here, we our nav bar is written here. Okay. But when you will go to our application, you cannot see. So how to enable this, or how to call these components in your app? So if you remember, when we were understanding things, we understood that uh, our index.html file, okay, so our index.html file is calling the main.jsx file. So when you will go inside src, it is calling main.jsx file, and this main.jsx file is calling app. Okay. Now if we go inside app.jsx, we see all the code that you are seeing here. So, so as a beginner, you can remember this simple hierarchy or this simple step, that index.html is calling main.jsx, and main.jsx is calling your app.jsx. Okay, let's go inside main.jsx. What is it looking like here? So this app, this as we discussed, this tag, which is self-closing tag. If we want to display the navbar component, okay, the navbar component which is just showing a text called navbar, so all you have to do is go to main.jsx, copy this entire thing, and write nav here, because this is the name of that file. Okay, when you will do that and save it, and when you will do this and save this, sometimes it will call that, but you can see the app has gone blank. Okay, because something is not rendering properly. So whenever we are including a tag here, we have to import that file also. So you will write import, okay, nav. So it has auto completed. Okay, so import nav from, you will go up one folder like main.json. You go up one folder, that is components folder. Inside the components folder, you have the nav.json. Now what will happen is, you can see the nav bar. Okay, so whatever nav bar you have created is now appearing, and now we can go inside the nav.jsx, and we can design it. So this way we can import components to our React application. We can import components to our app.jsx file. How to design these components? Obviously this is not looking very pretty. How to design these components, how to do some basic styling, this is something that we are going to discuss in the next chapter. This was just an introduction to components in React.